Hi, everyone. I would like to start by welcoming you to Assembleia da República, to Lisbon and to Portugal. It is a great honor to participate in this conference. We are very lucky to have Alexandre Quintanilha leading us, who doesn't belong to my political party, but he is one of the most brilliant members of the Portuguese Parliament. My experience as a parliament is very recent, but the fact that I'm a member of the National Defence Commission stimulated my interest and intention in this matter, which in fact should concern us all. So let me start by talking a little bit about my experience in the Portuguese Parliament, and I will give you some ideas about the cyberspace security and the importance of digital literacy, the most efficient way to protect democracy from the new digital threats. In parliamentary activity, the law and the technology changes that have been taking place recommend increased attention to information security issues, as well as the creation of specific rules in national parliaments which consider the specificity of parliamentary work that we need to learn first of all. First, our work is mostly public. We are the voice of the Portuguese citizens. That means that our committees need to know what we are doing and if we are defending their interest. But if we must publish our works and parliamentary acts, that doesn't not mean that we don't work with classified or even sensitive documents to terms that imply restrictions on their disclosure. That's why it's so important to protect. But even public information must be protected, guaranteeing namely its integrity, disposal, and reuse. The informatics service system is a vital asset for the efficient function of the Assembleia da República, supporting basic institutional information for the service provided. The user of IR network is provided with computer equipment and access to the institution information. But this resource requires responsibility in their use and the adoption of standards of conduct that contribute to an effective and secure operation of the information system. User contact with the technology system and institutional information must always be responsible, ethical, and in compliance with the law. In this context, acceptable use means using resource in accordance with the Assembleia da República purpose for which they are intended, respecting property and copyrights, respecting existing security mechanisms, and adopting adequate procedure for the effective and safe operations. That's why we have guidelines for the acceptable use policy. On the other hand, the information of Assembleia da República needs protection to preserve its integrity, confidentiality, authenticity, and availability, so that our more and more effective and efficient protection can be carried out. I believe that the Parliament work in Assembleia da República, therefore, equipped with security standards about technology. But it's always a shared responsibility among different actors, whether public or private, collective or individual. Now the cyberspace security, that requires also different responsibilities for the benefit of common interest. And we have more responsibilities because we are defending every day the democracy. Increase the security of networks and information system as a way of guaranteeing the protection and defense of the cyberspace is everyone's interest. We must promote that is free, safe, and efficient used by all citizens, companies, and other public entities and private. Technological evolution and the rapid growth of Internet, which today is assumed to be an obvious tool for communication and interaction on a planetary scale, have built network society. Cyberspace as a common global space is not limited by the public or private, civil or military, internal or external sphere. Without guaranteeing its security and defense, which make it possible to improve the framework, structure and national development, it will be difficult to exploit all the value that cyberspace offers to modern societies. For this reason, cyberspace constitutes a new strategic domain, needing to be, though, of a priority area of defense of national values and interests. Cyberspace was recognized by NATO as a new operational domain as critical to national defense as the land, the sea, the air, the space domains. Cyberspace has changed the state's security and defense paradigm, forcing the elaboration of new strategies and implementation of appropriate methods based on technological sources that can respond to emerging threats in this domain. This brought new possibilities, but also a wide range of risks and challenges for democracy as well. Modern societies, because of the technological evolution, have a growing dependence on the Internet. Cyberspace is not, therefore, the problem, but rather the malicious use to target people, organizations, and states themselves. Today, the world is more digital, connected than ever before. Criminals take advantage of this online transformation to target weakness in online systems, networks, and infrastructures. Finally, technological development of digital tools have become elements that challenge media companies and content producers as well as audience, which instigate by growing contests of disinformation, often call into question democratic values and conscious civic participation. In this context of threats to liberal democracy, citizenship and civic participation, the digital literacy is very important and essential element for participation, critical, dignified and fair citizenship as an essential value in the construction and the maintenance of plural and democratic societies. Thank you so much.